ranking current UFC champions in order. Before I start the video, I want to say, number 8 is not a terrible fighter. He's a great fighter. He's obviously the champion for a reason. But everyone else is a couple steps ahead of that man. And no hate towards any champion on this list. They're all tough motherfuckers, okay? So let's get right into the video. Starting off with who I think is number 8. Tom Aspinall, okay? Tom Aspinall is 100% number 8 for a couple reasons. He has beaten a lot of guys. He knocks everybody out in the first round. He doesn't really last long in the round, okay? He's beaten some tough guys. He TKO'd Curtis Blades, Sergey Pavlovich, some tough guys, you know what I mean? He didn't win the heavyweight title fair and square. He got it given to him because John Jones retired, okay? So I know I did say in the past that he could beat John Jones. I mean, it's debatable. I have to really break it down. But he hasn't won it fair and square, so you can't put him anything higher than 8. You know what I mean? Technical-wise, he is really good. He's a very good fighter. Keeps the chin really high in the air. He could get knocked out by Francis Ngannou. Francis is still in the division. John Jones could kick him. Never know. There are guys that could drop him based on his chin and also just how he positions his chin. So, it's debatable, but I have to put him 8 based on that. Just because the heavyweight division right now is not that hard. It's pretty shit, to be honest. And he's much levels ahead of everybody. So it's not that impressive once he beats anybody. He's going to whoop Cyril Gane. So it's not that impressive when he beats everybody. Just based on the level of his division. So that's why I had to put him number 8, okay? But getting right into who is number 7. JDM. Jack Della Maddalena is 100% number 7. Got to put him above Tom Aspinall just because he won the belt fair and square and beat the beast Belal Muhammad. Belal Muhammad is a strict, strong wrestler. Surprisingly, Belal didn't use his wrestling that much in this fight. He used a lot of his striking, and he competed with JDM, and that's kind of crazy because JDM's a boxer. Everyone thought he was going to whoop Belal on the feet. Belal held his own, and it was honestly really close. So props to Belal, you know what I mean? But this fight was good. He has a decent resume. He is undefeated. So you got to put him number 7 above Tom Aspinall because his division is a lot harder than Tom Aspinall's division. And he did win the belt by actually fighting for it. And he has some tough fights coming up. Maybe Islam Makhachev, Sean Brady, possibly maybe a rematch with Belal. I think that no matter who he fights, he's going to give them all a good fight. And if he beats any of those guys, especially Islam Makhachev, you got to put him number 1 or number 2 at lowest. He's a fucking beast. And that's why I put him number 7, okay? Moving on to number 6, though. Magomed Ankalaev. Magomed Ankalaev is a beast. He did beat Alex Pereira by unanimous decision. The thing about this, a lot of people say light heavyweight division is shit. I do agree, it is pretty shit. But they still are big guys, and Alex Pereira is a very talented guy that was unbeatable for a while. So that's why you got to put him number 6, because he did beat him. He outstruck him. He overall just beat him in the fight. And it's very clear if you go watch it. He has beaten a couple guys in the past. He had a draw with Jan Blachowicz. He got fucking screwed over. He won that fight, clearly. 3 rounds to 2. But, you know, shit happens. And also, Magomed, he's just a very talented guy. He has very good striking, very good wrestling, very good overall grappling. He's a very strong fighter. So that's why I had to put him number 6, because he's going to go defend his belt again against Alex Pereira. I think the same outcome is going to happen. So he's going to be a beast twice. So you got to put him number 6, especially because sooner or later he'll fight Khalil Roundtree. He'll fight all those guys. He might fight Carlos Ulberg. I don't know. He'll fight a lot of those guys. This is gonna be, I mean, Yuri Prochazka, possibly. I don't know. I think he'll beat every single one of them. But there are guys that are gonna fight him sooner or later that might give him a competition. But he's coming out with a W, as we all know. So I gotta put him 6 because he beat a talented guy in Alex Pereira. Moving on to number 5, though, Alexandre Pantoja. Alexandre Pantoja, you gotta throw in as number 5. Very dominant fighter. You could debate that he is the GOAT of the division. He's for sure heading that way. He has a fight coming up. Hasn't been scheduled yet, but we all know against Joshua Van. It's going to be a great fight. I think he has a very high chance of coming out with the W. Break that fight down in another video. But Pantoja, he's beating Brandon Moreno twice. He's beating Brandon Royval twice. He beat Kai Asakura. He beat Steve Erceg. He's beating some tough motherfuckers, you know what I mean? And he has lost in his earlier career, but since then, he's been on a dominant streak, beating every single good fighter that they're throwing at him, okay? So Pantoja is skill for skill, a really good fighter too, great jiu-jitsu, great pressure, underrated striking. He beat Asakura on the feet, so he's a very tough fighter. You gotta throw him there. just because he's a very dominant fighter. He's been shown that he can beat every style. He also beat Kai Kara-France recently. So Kai Kara-France is, as we know, a great Muay Thai fighter. He beat him. That's pretty fucking impressive. So, on the feet too, which is insane. So you gotta throw him number 5. There are a couple guys that are, obviously everyone else in my opinion is above him for many other reasons, but you gotta give him respect to throw him like around right in the middle, okay? Let's go right away to number 4. Alexandre Volkanovski, okay? Volkanovski you have to throw for a specific reason. Volkanovski, in his early career, obviously was almost seen as the GOAT. He destroyed the featherweight division for the longest time. And then he got knocked out by Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. Put him down a lot. And then they threw him at Diego Lopez. It looked like they were throwing him to the dogs, okay? Go fight, go get knocked out again. You're not going to get the belt ever again. He came and he showed out, and it looked like he was the old Volk. He beat the shit out of Diego Lopez all 5 rounds. He definitely won 100%. He looked like old Volk. His chin's a lot really iffy, though, but he still did really good. And for him to get knocked down in 2 fights against one of the best fighters, both of the best fighters, like, literally to ever do it, and then come back and beat a high-level guy like Diego Lopez, that's fucking impressive, especially for his age. So, Alexandre Volkanovski, you gotta give him the respect to put him number 4. He's a beast. Skill for skill, very well-rounded fighter. He can fight anybody, anywhere. He can beat anybody at what they're best at. And he did beat Diego Lopez in the striking. So, he's proven that. You got him throw number 4. But I could not put him above number 3 in Dricus du Plessis. This is the last time I'm going to be calling Dricus du Plessis a champion. This is the last time I'll be speaking about him in the champion status, because tonight he's going to sleep, unfortunately. But you can't throw away everything he's done in the division. He's beaten Israel Adesanya. He choked him out. He beat Sean Strickland twice. He beat Robert Whittaker. He beat Derek Brunson. He's beaten a lot of tough guys. You know, he's proven that he's tough. Very awkward style, but he has proven that he can beat high-level guys. Unfortunately, tonight, he will get checked in this fight against Hamza Chimaev. His grappling is going to get checked. His wrestling is going to get checked. Let's wrestle, guys. He's going to get checked badly tonight, okay? But he still has done really good in the division. He's held the belt for a little bit. He'll fight anybody. He's a tough guy. His mentality is top-notch. So you got to give him his props, you know. I couldn't throw him number 2 for a specific reason, and I'm going to explain that right away after I tell you guys who number 2 is, and that is Merab Dvalishvili. Okay, Merab is obviously a freaking... He's literally gas. Like, he's a gas tank himself. He's constantly moving, walking forward. He's not even technically, like, that good. It's his pace that he brings. And he's able to beat anybody anywhere. It's the pace he brings in a fight and his hyperness, okay? The reason I couldn't put Dricus du Plessis number 2, I was debating, but I couldn't because Dricus is going to lose the belt soon, and Merab isn't. Merab is fighting Corey Sandhagen. He's going to put a whooping on him, and no one in the division can give him a competition right now. Until Umar comes back for the rematch, it might be a really good fight. Never know if Umar improves his cardio and the pace and getting used to the defense for Merab. But DDP is losing tonight, so I had to put him 3 because he won't be champion for much longer. Only a few more hours, or not a few more hours, a lot more hours until he loses, but he won't be champion for much longer. Merab, though, will be champion for a while. You got to put him number 2. He's shown that he's beaten everybody. He's beaten Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley twice, Umar Nurmagomedov, Jose Aldo. He's beaten everybody. He's shown that his pace can beat anybody no matter where they're good at. If they're masters at kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, he'll still beat them. I mean, shit, he beat an Olympic wrestler. He beat Jose Aldo, who's known as a very strong kickboxer. He beat Peter Yan, a great Muay Thai fighter. He beat Umar Nurmagomedov. Great grappler, great wrestler, Dagestanian wrestler, you know what I mean? I mean, he's beaten a lot of tough guys, and it's because of his pace. And he lost to 2 scrubs in the beginning of his career. Obviously, that's just what a lot of beginners do. They lose in the beginning. They're not used to fighting that high level of guys. So, since then, he's locked in, is the champion, and will be the champion for much longer. And then moving on, lastly, to who's number 1. Obviously, as you guys already know, it's Ilia Topuria. You got to put Ilia Topuria first. I get that he's only fought once in the lightweight division, but he came up, knocked the fuck out of a high-level guy. It wasn't just a low-level guy. He beat Charles Oliveira, guys. That's impressive, and he's champion right away. You can do that right away. bro, you're different. You know what I mean? Honestly, don't shit on me for this. I was going to put Merab first and Ilia second just because Merab's not losing the title anytime soon. Ilia, I could see losing the title before Merab does. Just because Ilia could possibly fight Arman Tsarukyan soon, and that's a 50-50 fight. I'm leaning towards Arman Tsarukyan more, but it's a very close fight. Merab Dvalishvili won't lose it anytime soon, like I said, until maybe Umar Nurmagomedov. But if Ilia goes and fights Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje to duck Arman like he's already been doing, he'll keep it longer to make it look better. But if he does go right away and fight the guy that deserves the belt, Arman Tsarukyan, he'll most likely 50-50 lose. Before Merab will lose. But I had to put him 1 just because of his dominance in his career. He knocked out Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski. He knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira. He submitted Bryce Mitchell. He's undefeated in the UFC. Lightweight division comes up, gets the belt right away. What kind of fighter does that? A fucking GOAT in the future, okay? So he's a tough guy. So I think this order is perfect, guys. What are you guys saying? Let me know in the comments down below. Tell me if you guys agree or disagree. If you disagree, switch up the order. What do you guys think, okay? Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get ready for this fucking fight tonight, guys. Hamza Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. And new tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and have a blessed rest of your day.